Hey, it's Ubu, and today we're playing a game called The Soul. It's developed by Noxus Games Studio, and you can find the game on itch.io. I've played a couple of their games, The Unlit Sun and The Smiling Man. You may have heard of them. So I figured I'd try out this game. And if you're not familiar with my channel, at the end of the video, I'll review the game, share my general thoughts, give it my final judgment, and I will have timestamps in the description. Also, this being the week of Thanksgiving, I will be taking a bit of a holiday break after today's video, and you can expect me to return next week, so I'd appreciate your patience. I need to do some things with my family and get some mental rest. Anyways, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the game, and then we'll get started. The Soul is a suspenseful slasher with a PS1 era aesthetic, set in a remote rural landscape. Two friends, a house in the middle of nowhere, and a presence that turns silence into a threat. Restrained imagery, shadows that reveal less than they suggest, and a steadily growing tension conveyed through the stillness of the fields. Now that you know what the game is about, we'll go ahead and hit play and see what's up. So, play game. Ooh. That looks nice. Fields. Endless fields. The Soul. Interesting start here. Very quiet. Relaxed. Kind of somber. Oh. Scream! Yeah, the car's handling isn't too great, but it gets me where I need to go. I assume this is wheat. It looks great. Very convincing. Ooh. Very bright. Sorry, my eyelashes bother me sometimes. This is wild. Okay, here we are. Very quiet car. Mark Sanders. Man, this is it. Finally, 2 weeks without college, without traffic, just fresh air. Alex Case. Yeah, it's rustic for sure. You did read the reviews for this properly, right? Relax, Alex. It's the total isolation style. That's the fun of it. Come on, I want to get the room with the biggest window. They're probably all the same size. Here we are. Wow, look at this. There's something very liminal about this. Just like a big, weird, giant field. I like that. Let's go. What you got there? Alright, we'll look around then. Interesting bathroom. There's no mirror. Oh, this place is bigger than it looks. As I suspected, all of the windows are the same size. Okay. Well, there's an arrow here, so I guess we'll go investigate that. This is our luggage. In a cardboard box. Hey, whatever works, man. Because, like, actual luggage is, like, really expensive. Depending. Oh, look at this TV. Look at this. Alex, a tube TV. I bet it still works. I hope it has a VCR. I think the ad said no distractions. Well, they lied. I've been looking for a little TV like that, you know, like for my GameCube and PS2 and stuff, but to no avail. Yeah, and no phone either. It's dead. Even better, no chance of our parents calling to bother us. Total peace. Did you give them the number? Hey, there must be some movies around here. Why don't you look around the house and see if you find any? That's a good idea. You grab the drinks in the meantime. Right. They're like, no distractions. Let's watch a movie. Searching for a movie. Nothing here. Searching. Nothing here. Oh, no movies. Nothing here either. Alright. It's the extended cut of Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. Time to burn 4.5 hours or whatever. Alrighty then. Hey, there are no movies. I don't see another arrow. Oh, here we go. This is odd that we're taking so much time to do this. What? Guess we're just getting into the feel of things. Oh, we got Night Maniac. The something of stench. Or something. What? I can't read what that says. I found a tape, man. By the way, it's a game the developer made, Night Maniac. Just saying. Nice. Go ahead and put it in the VCR. I'm almost done with everything here. It's taking you that long to get a drink? No problem. A few hours later. Are we twins? Man, that movie was incredible. It really was. I just feel a bit uneasy because it's a movie based on real events. You know, this is a real representation of the victims. You're right about that. I think they shouldn't make a movie about a person as disgusting as him. True. What can you do, right? When money speaks louder, these idiots decide to do it, and it ends up being romanticized. That is true. It depends on the movie, actually. That's not the case with this one. Oh, okay. Hey man, we still have a few hours of light. Shall we check out the grounds? Walk around a bit and see what's here? Good idea. The owner said there was a caretaker who looked after the property, right? He said he stayed in a trailer near the barn. Yeah, let's try not to run into him. I just want to stretch my legs. Okay, after wasting 3 hours watching a movie, we'll go out and explore. I would have done that first, but... Bro, what are you doing? Stop following me! Which way should we go? Oh, God. I haven't looked back here. Let's look around. Just in case. Can we actually walk out? Oh, man. That would be spooky. Thought I saw... Is this a path? No? Are these paths? No? Okay, let's go this way. Keep an eye out. Look at him run. Nice. It's a good run animation. What do I keep seeing? Oh, it's popping in the barn over there. Ooh, some weird pop in. Just the draw distance is pretty short. Small. This place is actually really eerie, I'm not gonna lie. Whoa, look at that. Looks like it burned down a long time ago. Creepy. What do you think happened? The owner didn't mention a burned down house in the rural paradise ad. Beats me. Come on, the barn is this way. Anyways. Like how... something just really uncanny about the visuals in this game. I like it a lot. This is a huge barn. Oh my gosh. This is like 20,000 square feet or something. It's probably not that big, but looks like no one's here. We should probably head back. I don't want to bother that guy. Come on, let's just take a peek at the barn. The ad said the entire property was included. Really? Mark, this is private property. Let's go, seriously. Hold on, look. Mark is the chipper, adventurous type. My God, those look like bear traps. Are there bears in this area? No, man, this doesn't make any sense. Who the hell is out there? Dang it, Mark. What are ye doing in my things? Hey, calm down, sir. Sorry, we rented the house. We're Alex and Mark. We were just snooping. That's what you were doing. The house is over there. The barn is mine. The trailer's mine. I take care of this land. I don't like city boys prying. We thought it was abandoned. It's not abandoned. There are a lot of dangerous animals in these woods for anyone who doesn't watch this stuff. I don't know what my accent is doing. Now get out of here and stay away from my barn. What an jerk? What's the guy's problem? He was just protecting his space. Let's just stick to ourselves. Get inside and lock the doors. That's right. You better get out of here now. Get. Fine, but if my football falls near that barn, he can go get it. You know how far away that is? You're gonna throw a football like 400 yards or something? What was that? It must just be an animal. Like you said, a deer or whatever. Let's go. Probably. Come on. I'm starving. Back to the house. Mark and Alex look for something to eat. After encountering the angry caretaker. Anyways. Oh, is this me? I thought it was like a cinematic view there for a second. Whoops, my bad. Like watching our friend, or watching us go back into the house. Alright, my bad. Hey man, how about we watch another movie? There's nothing else to do anyways. Let's do it, but what movie? I don't want to watch the same one. True. Well, if the guy had one movie, there must be more somewhere in this house. Tell you what, I'll go look for a movie. Can you make us something to eat? Sounds good. Walked through us. Oh, where you're gonna... Oh, we got a cup of ramen in the fridge. It's an odd place to keep that. I actually can't walk through that. That's interesting. Oh, didn't even open the door. Nice. Alright, I'm just standing here holding this scalding hot cup of noodles. No big deal. I like ramen, but cup of noodles, something about it is like far more salty than I would like. Of course, I'm sure I could adjust it to my liking. But just default, it's like a little too much. Hey man, I found a movie. Oops. Nice, man. Which one? That's me closing the door. The Smiling Man 2. Oh, are we gonna get a Smiling Man 2? Sweet, I already made the noodles. Let's go. Let's go right over there to the couch. A few hours later. What's wrong with... Oh, door is still showing. Bit of an issue there. Such a good movie, they're enthralled. Man, that movie was incredible. Yeah, man, definitely scarier than the first one. True. Hey, man, I'm beat. I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. Me too, man. I'm heading to my room. Man. Okay, time for bed. Sleep. Activate, sleep. What was that? Alex? He must have fallen out of bed. That's something he normally does? Because that's weird. I bet he's gone. Oh! Dear Lord! There's blood on the ground. What the hell is this? Is this blood? Good try, Alex. I'm not falling for that. Excuse me. Lost my voice. Alex? Give me a break. He wants to try to pull a prank right now. I want to sleep. Fine. I'll play along. I'll find you. A shadow man. Is it Sadler? Or some random guy from a game? Ooh. That's pretty creepy. Oh no, did he kill Alex? Mark? Ooh. Holy crap, Alex! Up, up, up. Turn it around, let's go. I actually don't know where I need to go, and I'm going this way. Unlimited sprint. Or much faster than him. Stood no chance. Where do we go? Maybe to the caretaker, he'll help us. Mr. Caretaker. Somebody killed my friend. Help. Help. What do I do? What do I do? Was I supposed to run back into the house? Hello? Help! What's going on? I'm confused. We can zoom. Whoa! Want to close the door? Want to maybe use the phone? Can't use the phone. Oh, I see an arrow. Hide. Wow, that was a whole lot of running around for nothing. I will. He just walked through the door. He's like a specter. A spectral killer. E to stop hiding. That is some weird music. Hello? What now? Oh my god, I'm sorry, Alex. That's sad. Do I go this way now? I'm getting no direction. We'll figure it out. Just checking everything again, I guess. Notice our car was missing. There's an arrow. VHS filters maybe a little too much, but that's okay. Sir, help! Sir, please open the door. There's a killer in this place. You said killer? Yes, sir, please. I need to get out of here. He killed my friend. Listen here, boy. I'm not playing around. Don't mess with me. If you want to play games with someone, go back to your city. I'm not playing, sir. Was he wearing a mask? Yes, a white mask and a black cloak. It can't be. Wait here. I'm gonna get my gun. Got my shoot gun. I'll just hide behind him. Okay, escort mission. Let's go. We're going back to the house. Where'd he go? Yeah, he's pretty slow. Alright, keep up, old man. Oh, no, no, you piece of crap! He just walked back in the field. What? Can I get his gun? Did he take it? Frick! Okay. I need to go back. Interesting. Okay. Maybe he has more guns. Car key. Wow, this is drab. Didn't even have a chair in there. Like bed or standing? I guess you could sit in the floor, but who wants to do that? Get in the car. Nice. Another silent vehicle. What kind of weird dystopia do we live in? Or alternate future, rather. The Soul. We got the good ending. Wow. Developed by Diego Victor. Credits, Mustache Cat, and Charks. Thank you for playing. You're welcome. Alright, we're back on the main menu. There are 2 other endings, but I will leave those up to you to discover. And I'll go ahead and review this, and I'm going to start with visuals. I think visually, the game is really solid. I like its simplicity, which I think makes it really effective. It's just this giant, endless wheat field. Nice clouds, skybox. I like the skybox a lot. And it's just us and our friend in this weird house, and only a couple other structures, and it really gives the sense of isolation. It's a really nice visual presentation overall. I think the character models look fine. I really like the main menu as well, by the way. I think it looks great. It's also nighttime now, so it's different from when you first played the game. So that's also a nice touch. I like the way the text looks in general. It's a nice font, and I like the text in the game as well that we have to read and whatnot. So I think that works really well. I would say overall, visually, I have no complaints. So great work. I think if I were to nitpick something, it's the structures popping in as you approach the correct view distance. And I think it would maybe look just a little bit better if they like sort of gradually sort of faded into view rather than kind of popping in and out like that. I just think it would look a little bit better, that's all. That's just a nitpick though. In terms of audio, I would say audio is pretty good as well. I like the main menu music. It's very ominous and creates this odd sense of mystery and tension. So pretty good start there. Sets the tone pretty well, I would say. Throughout the game, there's some areas that sort of lack sound, like the cars making noises or them making any sort of noise at all, like their tires on the gravel or the dirt road and stuff like that is missing. So the cars being really, really quiet, I find to be strange. I'm pretty sure we had footsteps. I appreciate that your text doesn't have some kind of obnoxious sound associated with it. It's just I can read it and we can move on. So good work there. Other than the music, nothing really stands out to me in terms of audio, but I still think it's effective, and I may have preferred having maybe a little bit more environmental sounds involving the vehicles and stuff like that, but hearing the crickets and sort of the ambience, like natural ambience that the fields have, I think is pretty solid either way. So I would say the audio was good. In terms of mechanics, it's pretty straightforward. You need to basically do what the game tells you, more or less. You talk to your buddy here and there, you know, look for a movie, you microwave some cup of noodles, you explore the fields, and you talk to the caretaker. Of course, you run from the killer. There are a few moments, I guess, at the end of the game where the killer appears. It's not very clear on what you need to do. Like, I ran all the way around the fields, but I just had to run back inside and hide, which makes sense in hindsight. I don't know, I guess I'm used to some games just being like, hide or something, which isn't your fault or anything like that. Like, I'm not going to fault the game for that, but I just felt like something would happen and then I'd go, okay, like, what now? I don't know. I felt like maybe some of the pacing was hurt in that regard, but I don't think it's that big a deal. I just wanted to point out my personal experience with that. But other than that, I would say mechanically the game is pretty sound and it works pretty well. Maybe I wish there was a little bit more to do in the fields, explore a little bit more, but there are 3 different endings, so of course there is some replayability, which I appreciate. So all in all, I would say mechanics are okay. In terms of story and concept, I like the story. 2 friends going out, looking for some isolation, kind of disconnect themselves from the busy world that we live in. And of course, the area that we're in is occupied by some kind of killer. And I think the story, while simple, is pretty effective. Obviously, if I saw the other 2 endings, I'm sure it would have a little bit more depth that I didn't necessarily experience myself. And I think the dialogue between the 2 characters was great. It really helps set up who these people are and how they behave with each other. And I think that made the story that much more effective when one of them is killed. And I think that was well done. It's to me, the dialogue really made me care more about these characters compared to other games that I've played, where it's just kind of like a bunch of random people somewhere. They don't really have any sort of chemistry, and I think the way you wrote the 2 characters gave them enough chemistry to just make them as effective characters, so I thought that worked well. Now, in terms of concept, I like the concept of the game. Like I said, I like the idea of being isolated in this strange, almost liminal space with the endless fields, a nice bright blue sky. It's just quiet, weird sort of feeling being out there. At least that's how it felt to me. Obviously, our 2 characters are like, whoa, this is really exciting. I can't wait to be isolated or whatever. But conceptually, it's great. I like the approach you took with this. I think it had pretty decent pacing in general to bring everything together. And I think the concept focusing on the isolation aspect, I think worked really well. It's kind of cookie cutter in some regards where 2 people or a series of people go somewhere and there's a killer and they can't escape or they need to escape, and there's like, of course, some jerk caretaker or landlord or something that plays into the thing. So it might be almost cliche, but I think your approach to it made it enjoyable either way. Now, in terms of performance, the game performed totally fine. I had no problems with it at all, so performance is really great, really solid stuff there. Now, in terms of options, you have your video setting here for windowed mode. You have your audio options here. And then your game option is to disable night skybox. So the options, while very, very simple, I think are okay. I don't think anything of the game really needs to be adjusted. It performs fine. I think the audio mixing is great and no complaints there for me, really. I always appreciate more settings in games, but like I said, small, short games like this that are well crafted and don't have any issues with them and are presented in this way, I think it's acceptable to have a few selections of options. So now, if there were issues with the game involving its performance or anything like that, of course, I would expect to see more options, but I think for what you have here and the way it's presented, I think it's acceptable. So performance and settings is great. So my final judgment for The Soul is, I would say it's very good. I had a really good time with it. I think it's really well crafted. It's really enjoyable. I enjoy the story, its approach to conveying this strange, isolated feeling. The music and audio is pretty solid, and it helps create tension, and it builds throughout, and I think has pretty decent payoff with some of the scares throughout. But in general, the music really carries this game in a lot of ways, and I think it was well done. Mechanically, while the game might kind of be hit or miss in terms of making me feel like I don't know what I need to be doing, I think in general that came together pretty well for an enjoyable experience. So overall, everything's pretty solid. I might have a couple of personal nitpicks here and there, but that's not that big a deal. And like I said, I had a good time with it, so awesome job. I think I just needed maybe a little bit more. Even though I didn't do the other 2 endings, I would put it at the top of my scale. It just had a little bit more punch. There's just something missing that I can't quite put my finger on that I think didn't really impact me as much as I had hoped for. So But anyways, it's still a very good game. I just wanted to explain why that is. And like I said, especially the visuals of this game, I think are great. I like the weird liminal feeling the fields give. I like the font and all of that. I like how you did the text in-game and the dialogue, and all of it came together really well. So keep up the great work, and I wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this game? Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you have anything to add? You just want to say hi? Let me know what's up. And don't forget to check the pinned comment below for the links to everything and go play this game for yourself and form your own opinion. And if you'd like to support my channel, hit subscribe, leave a like, comment, and share the video. I'd greatly appreciate that. And I thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I think that's all I have to say about it. So thanks for hanging out with me, and don't forget.